He said, I just got this down from upstairs from the Secretary.
It's the memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran. I said, is it classified? He said, yes, sir. I said, well, don't show it to me. If you're Iranian, you probably believe that you were mostly already at war with the United States anyway, since we asserted that their government wants regime change. So, and we've asked Congress to appropriate $75 million to do it, and we are supporting terrorist groups, apparently, who are infiltrating and blowing up things inside Iran. And if we're not doing it, let's put it this way, we're probably cognizant of it and encouraging it. So it's not surprising that we're moving to a point of confrontation crisis with Iran.
I guess that none of this surprises you, Professor Sachs.
He said, I just got this down from upstairs from the Secretary of Defense office today, and he said, this is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran. I said, is it classified? He said, yes, sir. I said, well, don't show it to me. If you were Iranian, you probably believe that you were mostly already at war with the United States anyway, since we've asserted that their government needs regime change. So, and we've asked Congress to appropriate $75 million to do it, and we are supporting terrorist groups, apparently, who are infiltrating and blowing up things inside Iran. And if we're not doing it, let's put it this way, we're probably cognizant of it and encouraging it. So it's not surprising that we're moving to a point of confrontation crisis with Iran.
I'm going to guess that none of this surprises you, Professor Sachs.
Sulman Rahim here. Mention the covenant. Break up 7 seals. The judge. Brothers and sisters. Commentary. Broadcast December 15th, 2024. That might be the last one they have. Maybe the last third one they have. Maybe. But when you think that stupidity has reached its apex, these guys, they take it to a whole new level. The idiot they had today, and he's the idiot and a liar. But see, sometimes you can't call idiots liars because they don't realize they're lying. They're such an idiot. So he may be just that in that category. He know he's lying. See, because he's an idiot. See, he's an idiot. And I'm gonna spend a couple of minutes talking about it. You know, I keep saying to myself, why you waste my time with this ignorance? You know, you can just tear everything. First he comes out telling you, oh, well, everything God made was perfect. It says, everything God made was perfect. Everything create everything in truth. And then before he can close his mouth, open again. But Satan, he does things that's false and wicked. Wait, hold it. Didn't you say God create everything in righteousness and truth? That means Satan has to be righteous and truth too, right? See, I mean, the boy is just idiot. I go on and on about stuff he was saying. He turned back around and because he's an idiot. The whole good idiot. Because the leader, Farrakhan, is an idiot too. See? Like birds follow birds. So all demons, they are idiots, right? And they all follow, they all follow each other. Just everything God made perfect. But then now, 666 means, well, the creation is not perfect. He just said everything was perfect, but not imperfect. Go check for yourself. I'm not going to replay this video. Go check for yourself if you want to. Because he's an idiot. And then, listen to this one. See, that, this is really brothers and sisters, you have no idea. It just presses on me. Because my personality, who I am, it's one to have a nuke this place by now. Because I have no patience for that kind of bullshit. No patience for it whatsoever. Because all this stuff they say is easily to knock down like, the Nation of Islam failed. No, wait a minute, I was there in Chicago, personally. I was actually working at Muhammad Street newspaper as a foreman. I was there. I knew Minister Yusuf Shah. I knew the minister knew me because I never met him personally, but he sent me a letter once, and he plus sent information to me via the minister because he come and said, Minister, you're doing a good job over there, stuff like that, right? I mean, I've been close to the minister within feet of him. I was a security guard, but I never talked to him personally. I wish I had, but I never did. But my wife at the time did, because she ran an MGT shop, and she knew the messenger personally, and they'd even been to his house. They didn't invite me, but anyway. And so, the name of Islam didn't fall, because you got to ask questions. What they never do Q&A, which Messenger always did. Well, if it fell, who was in charge at the time when the Messenger departed? He answered that question. Don't answer that question. Because I was Farrakhan. He was top minister. He was the second in command. So if it fell, then how did he allow it to fall? And where was he at? So you just ask that question. See? I mean, don't tell, you don't have to go all other stuff. Say, well, if he was in charge, then how did it fall? And then what did he do to stop it? Did he get in the way? He do it? No, he didn't answer those questions. But it fell. Well, yeah, but he was there, right? But if you go further, see, but if you want to get deeper into it, it didn't fall. Him and Wallace tore it down. And how did Wallace get in charge? Wallace was out was exiled. Farrakhan was the top guy. So how the hell Wallace come in and take charge? Farrakhan was his wingman. And they tore it down and started a thing called the Belials. This is the whole fact. Because most of the people over there are either demons or Wallace's people. And Wallace people didn't give a damn about Elijah Muhammad because Wallace didn't. Wallace was totally against his father in every respect. He was openly against him. That's why he was exiled. So most of the people were Farrakhan back because they couldn't get they didn't have a charisma to get because they got disenchanted with Wallace because they was with Wallace, but they thought they could make money off Wallace. He was going to have Mrs. Masjids and they was going to be ministers and they were going to get charity and they're going, and Wallace didn't do that. Wallace didn't give a damn about them. He didn't get a damn about the manager. And he said, no, right, you had the Masjid, but you ain't going to get no charity because all had to go to Wallace, see. So in other words, you can be a imam if you want, but you got to go get your own job and everything. You got to support yourself. You want to get your believers to do it. And so they got this job. They couldn't make no money off of Wallace. They ran the Farrakhan. The Farrakhan, you said something like what Elijah did. We get ministers and make money and all that kind of stuff. That's what the whole deal was about. And what was Farrakhan at? Farrakhan was out there in Arizona somewhere trying to get back on stage and shake his ass. Now tell him I'm lying, Farrakhan. Tell me I'm lying. He's ever trying to get back on stage, because you even admit it. I don't want to get back on stage, shake your ass, Calypso. Because you turn against the mess, your bad mouth on the way out the door. And you left and ran and abandoned the sheep. And took all the money you can get your whole hands on, just like Ishmael's mother and all them. See? They got all the money, you know. I can say some things about them. Right? Took all they and ran. She was down in Mexico somewhere, left the country. And so a lot of different, they were scared you were going to get retaliation. They left the believers with nothing, zero. Took all they could, and left the believers with zero, nothing. A lot of men are going back to prison. Some even just died. Some was homeless. Captain Sharif, the Supreme Captain, the last time I saw him, he was driving down Stony Island, and his hood was up because it was tied down because he had a raggedy ass car. He had nothing. He was Supreme Captain of Elijah Muhammad. They took all they could and ran the sheep. When the wolves came, he's a shepherd. No, the shepherd was out there trying to shake his ass back on stage. And the wolves were eating the sheep up. They destroyed it. So he said, oh, they had this. He don't say what, how it got lost. Because Farrakhan got rid of it. And then when he went out there, he said he was broke. He ran out of money. He didn't know what to do. And Bernard Cushman came and said, man, why don't you come back? We can make some money off. We can make some money off them niggas. Them dummies. They out there don't know what to do. That's what the whole deal was about. And so he came back. The vulture he is. To eat the flesh of the lambs he already killed. That's the truth of it. Now tell me I'm lying, Farrakhan. Tell me I'm lying, nigga. Tell me I'm lying. Ain't nothing honorable about him. I was there. He bad-mouthed the messenger on the way out the door. Bad-mouthed him. And also denied Master Prophet Muhammad. So he was a bad. He said, how come he was trying to get back on stage? How he went out there fighting for the messenger? How he went fighting for the believers? When the believers in trouble. When the believers in trouble. The wolves at the door. That blind dog ass took off like the coward he is. That's why he got no balls now. That's a fact. Tell me I'm lying, Farrakhan. Tell me I'm lying. I was there. I witnessed. And that's why idiot today, he couldn't say that. Oh, just, you can put Farrakhan's name on. This happened. Yeah, Farrakhan, putting the Farrakhan name on. The nation lost this. Yeah, why? Because Farrakhan got rid of it. This what? Because Farrakhan got rid of it. This because Farrakhan got rid of it. This because what's Farrakhan? The sheep, the shepherd. They said, he come back and he ain't even built a goddamn thing. What has he built? He's a millionaire. But he ain't built a goddamn thing. Nothing. He ain't no supermarket, no banks, no housing company, none of that. They lied him how to build. For the believers. He built a goddamn, but why? So how is he so wealthy? He don't have a job anywhere. He don't have a business. See? Let's go to the next thing. Okay. I'm a son of man. You know, that's what I'm saying about my patience. My patience is all gone because I'm exhausted, brothers and sisters. I'll talk about that in a minute. Right? I knew I was going to, well, I knew because those visions I had, I didn't take, I had a vision as a child, but now I'm realizing it. And it said just before this for the main event, I'd be so beat, be so exhausted that I'd be damn near to death. But did you ever read Scripture of Son of Man? Read the first chapter of Revelation. Just read that one. His hair like lamb's wool, and feel like brass. Now, how the hell is that description? Why do you think put description in there? So he'll be deceived by them asses. Because that doesn't matter for Muhammad, doesn't have hair like lamb's wool, and that means has skin like a burnt brass. And he's a Farrakhan. So, and then he tells you, oh, well, God's his word is infallible. And nobody can resist it, whatever. But last week he told us it wasn't no goddamn good because it says the Bible was corrupt. Ain't that God's word? So that's on the Farrakhan side, which is the good part, what's the bad part? See, the Bible is shit, but it's got peanuts in it. And Farrakhan, he pull the peanuts out, see. He can pull the peanuts out. He know where he found the peanuts. See, you eat the peanuts, but it's shit, they're corrupted. See, that's what he said last week. But now all of a sudden, the word's in, whatever it is, then how are you jumping over stuff? Because if the Bible is shit, then why I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it at all. There's nothing wrong with the Bible. The translations are some bad translations, but we know that because there's a whole bunch of them out there. You got bad translations of the Quran also. That's why it was sealed. That's why the angel to take and clear all that up, so you can sort that out. And we ain't got to jump over verses and stuff. We don't see us doing that. We take you back to the angel key so you understand what it is. So we have a standard. We don't make up stuff. Say, well, it's just part's okay, that part's not okay. You never hear me saying that ever. Say, it's all good. And as Christ says, you can't. I showed that last week. Right? You can't even be a believer unless you believe in all the books, the prophets. So is the Quran a lie? Christ says you got to believe in the Bible. Well, so why would the Quran tell you got to believe in the Bible? Allah, the best knower, if it's corrupt. And then he come and tell you, oh, well, Satan says, well, when the time comes, well, I called you, you didn't, I ain't tell you, I called you, can't, you could. That's Farrakhan talking. That's what he's going to say. He's a son of perdition anyway. He is a Satan. It says he works with Satan. He says his father's a Jew, and his grandfather's a Jew, and his grandmother. I mean, how can you miss it? He's the son of perdition. It's simple. But see, that's the mystery of it. See, that's the mystery of it. Well, before I go to the mystery, remember they said they called it, well, God, the mystery. Something Farrakhan said, the mystery of the God. What's a mystery? Then God don't know either, do we? You don't know. It's a mystery. Mystery you don't know. So why keep talking about it? Anyway, the mystery of well, I'll get back to that. But understand, brothers and sisters, it's a whole shit show over there, and I'm not gonna allow that shit show to come here on this message. This is not gonna be a clown circus. Not be a clown act. Not gonna happen. See. Because some of us, I mean, it says you had no spirit, you don't have an angel. It said no one will have it but for him. And we're turning that thing into a clown show in a minute. See? And in fact, so it's Facebook, like that's not even good, but that's the communication realm. But you turn into a shit show, a clown circus, like that. Say stuff you don't know what to talk about, just say stuff, throw stuff out there, and that ain't gonna happen here. Oh, it's been tainted by some of that. You understand? But you can't remove the dirt until dirt comes in. Then you see dirt comes, you got, now it's dirty clean. I mean, you see dirt comes in, you clean it. If no dirt comes in, there's nothing to clean. You say, oh man, some dirt got in here. Like say for instance, you're running and you're trying to get somewhere, right? And So you're driving. And then you're on a one-way street, right? And there's only one lane, there's a car sitting right there. You can't, because the car's sitting there. Now, some of you old timers might remember that the old cars, right? Sometimes they would start. So how you start it? Get behind you, push it. And then the engine would turn over and then start. So, and I don't think you do that these new cars, but that's where, in the old days, stuff like that, right? So the car you see here, so okay, they push a little bit. Remember, when you put that little resistance, slowing you down. Because you was doing a nice clip, you were 70 miles an hour. So bam, now you got to stop because the car's in your way. So he takes out and pushes it away. Mile, 50, 20 yards right there. And stop, bam. Okay, you lost a little time, right? But now you got the car moving, right? Maybe that they go the same direction now, that's going to be helpful. Or maybe they can pull you along. But if they don't start, man, there's resistance. And eventually you got to say, man, I can't stay on start. Just put it on the side of the road, keep going. See, that's mathematics, but people don't think that way because you say, oh, they get against the wall. Hey, man, he talked about me. I don't give a goddamn what you think. You understand? Because you ain't going to F with this message. That ain't going to happen. See, if you done it, you ain't going to do it no more. You understand? This is too important. This message was put out there. It's for the salvation of our people. It's to get their mind back. And you ain't F when you're BS. See, that's a push mobile. So now you got to stop pushing. It never starts. You see? So you got to understand, was it put there to slow you down? Was the person put there to slow you down? Keep you from meeting your destination? Achieve your objective? Either way, it's the same. If it's their purpose or not purpose, it saves the same purpose, doesn't it? It serves the same purpose, doesn't it? Okay. Because what you don't understand is, which you're going to understand in a minute. It says, God will lift you up, but you clean the earth. See? Now, when it gets back to the Lamb, the angel tells you, it said, use the word worthy. Because the only way you can break that seals is that's energy management. You got to use 100% energy management. You got to put total focus on that, total. You can't use 99, 88, 76, 99.9. Well, it's got to be 100%. That's why I say, look at it. The Lamb looks slain from the foundation of the earth. Because he put 100%. But it cost him. See? So, of course, that's the price he paid. That's he invested. Like I was explaining to my wife, we would go walking on the weekends, and I was saying, like, if you look at the world, the proper way, all of a sudden, it talks about the Quran. They're in elevated places. They know all by their marks. I said, if you understand, everybody gets the same amount of energy. If you understand that principle, because that's the nature of the universe, then your eyes open up to all kinds of stuff. It opens up to you, because you are seeing things. It's like, for instance, everybody's getting the same amount of money, getting paid the same amount of money every day. The same amount. Don't matter if you're king, queen, pauper, janitor, homeless, whatever, you get the same amount. So the difference is how you invest it. How you invest it. So therefore, when you understand that, then you can look at person, because one person, they took and they invested 100% in knowledge. So now they're very wise. But they don't have anything. They're very wise. Another person invests 100% in nice cars and home, but he don't know a goddamn thing. Right? Well, he may put 10% person on, a little bit, but 9%, right? Well, another person go out there and he put all the time in partying, NFL, NBA, video game, all that stuff. So yeah, he knows all that stuff, but he don't know. But he don't know a damn thing. He ain't got nothing else. He don't know nothing. See? Like these guys, you go out there, I don't know about where you are, but now all of a sudden you see these big old damn Ram trucks. They're big as hell. See? Because the point is, they got that, they don't know anything. But that's the thing now. See, I'm a big dog. Like I saw this guy, he's showing up, what's good. He's the guy look at the Hulk. I mean, that guy got most more muscles. I said, but I bet you he couldn't multiply 5 times 12 without a calculator. Because he invested in muscle. And the thing about that is when you get that big, you can't get in that goddamn car. And you don't want to get to 40, 50 years old when you can slow down, because all that muscle will turn to fat. Then you're going to look like a big old landslide. But that's what he invested in. So he got that. See? So then you start looking at people and they get high. So like the devils. See, the point is that if you got a weak structure, right? See, then you're gonna be investing in weakness, but you're weak. So you gotta do something to make you look strong. Because if you got strong structure, you need it. Because you say, you don't need that because you got strong structure. You're confident, stable in yourself. But you got a weak one, right? Just like the devil. That's why they want to try to control everybody. Trying to show how big and powerful they are. Because they're not. Because they got a weak structure. So you got to keep on, see how strong I am. Not like bullies, when you was going to school, right? Like, you trying to show being strong, and he's stupid. He's stupid. But to come up being stupid, he wanted to beat up everybody. All the bullies out there was always ignorant. And they call people that were smart nerds. See, people that were smart, right? They call them nerds, but they look at we call him a punk. See? And I was smart, but I wasn't a punk because and I couldn't box. No, I ain't nobody. People was going to gym, I ain't nobody no gym. But I had heart. If you mess with me, you're gonna catch it. I give you an example. There was a guy called Harold Herring, some bulldog, and this is Newark, right? And this is just an example, right? And so I think my sister had a birthday party or something. He wasn't invited, and this was after my father had passed, so I was about 15 at the time, I think. Yeah. He passed when I was 14, so I think we moved down to Great Park. So I was about 15. And so we just moved in the neighborhood. We moved right on the corner where everybody hung out at. So we were right in the middle of everything. And nobody knew us, right? And so we must have been there about a few months because my sister had her friends and stuff, right? And the girls, different guys, right? So you invite some people come up and he come busting up in there. I said, hey, what you want? I'm coming in. I said, well, no, you ain't. I ain't know who he was. He gonna bust in us. So me and him got into it right there, right? And he got the best licks in. I mean, I didn't get punked. He got the best licks in because he can box, right? I feel myself. So here we go. So I found a way to live there. And when he came out that morning, I was on the steps. I jumped on him. He whooped me up again. Right, but I got my licks in. And so next day I saw him. He going to the store. I stood outside the store. When he kind of stopped, I jumped on him again. And he went. It's had about 2 weeks. After that, man, the dude got tired. Hey man, he wanted to be my best friend. Because everybody knew if you mess with me, you weren't going to punk me. And you don't get 1,000 miles of bad road. You understand? Because I wasn't no punk and I wasn't going to be punked. And I wasn't scared to take a few licks either. You understand what I'm saying? So the point is, but I was always after knowledge. See? Like some of the guys had a lot of girls, all that kind of stuff. I didn't have all that. I had a girl I liked. She liked me, but the point is, it's how you invest that energy. It's how you invest it. So your weak structure, now you want to beat up everybody because you want to show how strong you are. So you see everybody with big old damn trucks. They live in the damn junk ass apartment. Truck costs more than a BMW. Most of them, these big old Ram trucks. It costs almost $1,000 to fill the damn thing up. Couldn't kind of try to be. I'm a big dog on the road. Okay. So you learn to see these things, because you know the math tells you that that person has no more than you have. It's just they invested that away. And devils, right? They have no more energy you have. It's just the way they invested. So since they don't need to invest that much in themselves, they have more. All they go ahead when beat up people, show how strong they are, because they're not strong. Show people are smart, because they're not smart. Because if you're not smart, you ain't got to prove it. See? So he said Lamb was the wisest person on the planet, because he invested in wisdom 100%. 100%. 150%. You see? Exaggeration, but you understand. Because nobody else was willing to put 100%, because that's what it took to lift it up. And that's what's going to take, that's the criteria for you to get in the hereafter. That's why I say he's been in the Lamb's Book of Life. Because you can't fake power. You can't fake wisdom. And that's the criteria you have to meet. Because if you don't do that, you ain't going nowhere. If you get to the hereafter, one thing you wait for you is everlasting shame and appallment. Because that's the criteria to go into the next level. You have to, and the only way you can do that is you have to invest 100%. But all our people, they ain't willing to make that investment. That's why they can't do it. That's why they can't break any seals. That's why they can't unlock any verses. They can call it whatever they want to call it. That's the case. And that's another thing. That's one suitable protection, so you can ease up on them. But if you can't do that, he know you full of shit. You ain't for real. See? Because you ain't 100%. If you was, that's how you know. That's how you know who his real disciples are. Right? If you want to call disciples, because when they do that, they're legit. Because the only way they could do it, they had to invest 100%. They was 100%. That means they ain't investing in the devils. They ain't investing in this world. That means you know they're for real, 100%. You can trust them. But you can't trust them. And they probably not going to make it. See? Pushmobiles. And then they resistance. You see? So they're even worse. Because not only that going to make it, they're trying to prevent you. Because you got to push them. And then never start. So the engine's dead. You put it on the side of the road, keep on going. See? People want to be told lies. Or you want to hear lies, you better tell somebody else, I'm going to tell you the truth. Or you tell somebody, hey man, you okay, you're going to make it, and you know they ain't, then you're not helping that person. Because first they're going to say, how can you tell me? Even though if you told me, it wouldn't have mattered. How can you tell me? I would have did no. But there's some people might profit from you telling the truth. This is what you got to do. If they're for real, then they're going to do what's necessary. See? So you're not fooling anybody but yourself. Those people over there, broadcast over there, all of them, ooh, if they had any idea what's about to come on them, they have no idea. They have no idea what they're about to face in a few more days. My calculation right here, well, we got 6 more days. 6 more days. Right? But it said it would happen all of a sudden. It tells you, gives scripture of what Son of Man would be like. It tells you scripture what his life would be like. It said be homeless for a time. Was a lot of match for him ever homeless for Pharaoh kind of homeless? You like, see what I'm saying? They get all this stuff. Wait a minute, I'm on the Son of Man. Well, Son of Man will break the seals. They didn't break the seals. They didn't claim to have done it. They said, show the proof. Say be the message of the covenant. Because he wasn't going to fulfill the covenant. That's the Son of Man going to fulfill the covenant. He's the Ancient of Days. don't fit in all the scripture, none of them. So that was Elijah Muhammad's mistake. Because Master Muhammad never claimed to be the son of man, ever. That's Elijah Muhammad's mistake. I ain't taking anything away from Elijah Muhammad. I'm like a father figure. I love the man. I'm not going to misrepresent what he said either. I'm glad, it's like, give you an example. Now, I was in the military. I didn't know anything about all this before I went in the military. I would never win. Right? If I knew about nature of Islam, I would never went anywhere near the military. I'm in there. It was a good experience. I ain't like it, but the point is, military experience, you get a little military background because we're going to war. We're going to war. So I have an idea how the military works, how their military works, how they think. You understand? I was a sergeant in there. So I was a Bible reader. I ain't believing in any God, anything like that there. I don't believe no God now. I don't believe no goddamn God for. Ain't never did a goddamn thing for me, did nothing for us. We the God. So God helps those help themselves. I mean, you need to have calculate to figure it out now. If you don't help yourself, you're not getting helped. A lot of those only helps helps a nation that helps itself. I forget the word to use, right? Live up more. That means if you don't do it, it's not going to happen. Like Muhammad told you, we the God. I never did be no spooky mystery God and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, I got weak one time. My mother she was a young lady, right? In the early, she was still in her 20s. And she got that cancer from taking that damn polio shot. And she was dying, and I realized she was dying. She died when I was 9 years old, right? But she got sick when I was about 7, 8, somewhere around there. She got cancer. And when I came to realize that she was dying, right? And she was big in the church. My father wasn't, she was, right? And I didn't know what to do, man. I'm a child. So I said a prayer. I never did pray before that, But I think about it, she never asked me, she never insisted we prayed. I guess I'm too small, though. But I'm not usually kicked out of Sunday school all the time because they said, why ask too many damn questions? Wow, everybody white. And stuff like that there. They kept throwing me out of Sunday school class, right? But said a prayer, says, can you do something for my mom? Nothing happened. That was the end of that. Whoever that thing I was praying to. You understand? First and last time. See? Because I got nothing because I was praying to nothing. See? So I guess somebody said, hey man, you're not a real man unless you believe in the Lord. Well, okay, what Lord? That if Elijah Muhammad taught you anything, he said, you're the God. There's no mystery God out there. If you don't do it now, get done. Oh, God never changed the people's condition, they change their own condition. Well, if you don't change it, don't let it change. I mean, you need to already figure that one out. That's what he just said. He's not going to change unless you change it. So if you change it, what do you need to? He needs to change it for. You going to change it on top of your change? So Allah will lift you up, but you cling to the earth. And that's what these people are doing. Because all our people is clinging to the earth. That's why they can't get to the angel, because they still, see, they fear. They got fear in them. And they're not for real, because they can't let go of this world's life, because that's what you got to do to get to the next one. You got to get off the first floor to get to the second floor. And the flood's coming in, tell you the flood's coming, it's going to cover the first floor. You got to get up the first floor to get to the second floor. If you're going to hold on to the first floor, you're going to get drowned. But they can't, they still hold on to it. They hold. That's why they can't do it, because they say they ain't. They're still in the gravitational vortex. Because the proof is they can't. When you get the angel, that means when you break the grip, then you gonna have it. That's the mind you have. That's the mind it takes to be above it. That's the mind it takes to be above. I keep telling you, angel is your mind. So the point is, you don't have the angel mind. You still got sealed by the mind. You may say, "Oh no, you don't have the angel." You may know about it, but remember, it's uploaded here, and the angel's uploaded too. You got both of them. The one's active, one's not active, and you know, the angel is not active. It's there. You might memorize and everything else, but it's there, but it's not active. You understand? What's active is still Bible because that's what you still hold on to. Because when you activate the angel, it means now you got the key. Now you see a whole new world. You see things totally. You start thinking mathematically. I keep giving you mathematical examples. See the logic of it. And that clown, you going to my electricity. See, he's trying to talk mathematically. That doesn't matter. They're through. They're through. It says, who the Lord will just consume, with spirit and destroy, will destroy it. With to be destroyed. What do you think that means? What do you think it means to be destroyed by? Messenger of the covenant, or angel of days, or what you think that structure would look like? See, kill somebody is not destroying them. Or they would say, he consumed the spirit of my but kill with the bodies of coming. No, he said destroy. Destroy something you just totally obliterated. I mean, all mention of it, everything. We totally wiped it out of existence. It is seed in everything. Totally blotted out. Okay? It's much deeper than that, brothers and sisters. So you got the resistance. Okay? You got two levels of resistance. You got those who get in my way, claiming they with this name, because they wouldn't be in my way. They'd be side by side, running alongside me, keeping up with me. Not me, I gotta be pushing them. They'd be having the key, they'd be breaking seals. Not breaking seals, they'd be breaking verse, they got the key. You see? And you got another kind of resistance. That's the demons, the devils. And remember, the resistance is total. Now, Elijah Muhammad was fighting the resistance. Right? The resistance valley, he got so far. And then the resistance overcame, because what happened? Everything he did was reversed. So the resistance overcame him. Everything he did, all his works was reversed. So he fought him. He did the fight. He got the fight. He fought out there, fought toe to toe. Right? What happened? The resistance overcame him. He had to be taken out, and the resistance overcame him. That's not going to happen with this message. So who is changing the world? Why is the world changing? Why is it changing in favor of the things I'm telling you? But you say, oh, that's the Bible said. Well, the Bible says but that don't mean just because the Bible said it means it happens. It happens because the Bible tells you what someone's going to do to make that happen. Or otherwise, why would it be necessary to break the seals? He said, when we open the seal, this happened. It didn't happen until you open the seal. If you didn't open the seal, what happened? So there's some in the world, some action that's causing this reaction you see in the world. You see, the world reacting to something. What's it reacting to? So you can tell what's reacting to by that, because it's failing in everything it's doing. That means there's an action that's against it. It's opposing action. And the action, right, is talking. The action, right, is a reflection of the reaction. And the reaction reflects the action. So if America's going down, then there's somebody is talking about that. Somebody, and it's a mind war. So somebody's mind, you have an opposing mind, and this world's coming in sync with that opposing mind. The opposing mind is winning. So the world's coming in sync with the opposing mind. And it's failing the mind that's opposing. So the target mind, they're failing. So it's something causing them to fail. America will be getting out of debt, and they'll be prosperous and so forth. No, it's the other way around. Everybody's talking about it. That means there's a force, there's the mind force. Remember, it's mind against mind. It's a mind force because their mind, they operate off that's what I'm going to the root. The root is the mind, brothers and sisters. The root, their root is the seal Bible. And you have a counter right here. They're saying, no, And you got a sealed Bible mind. You got two minds. You got a sealed Bible mind and angel. And this world started looking more like the angel, isn't it? Don't tell you anything. That means that mind's prevailing. And sealed Bible mind is failing. And it's about to collapse in a minute when Master from Heart takes out that what you're clinging to. Says you will lift you up to clean earth. That's why that's what get to last opportunity to get the angel mind. Because they're gonna come run to Suleiman to get that mind. Remember, they didn't have the mind, they kept running to him. They kept running to him and they get the mind. Because they realized they need a mind. Why do you keep explaining these things, brothers and sisters? Do you read between the lines? The man realized, why did he realize his mind? Because the mind he had no longer existed. Just like you need food, your mind, your brain needs knowledge, needs information, brother, it needs information. And that information is gone, right? It's going to look for, like, your eyes need light. It turns out your eyes going to look for light. Just look around trying to find some light. And your brain will start looking around for information. See, because right now, you're feeding it, you're getting it light. So you all right. I mean, the light may be dim, maybe red light or whatever, but anyway, some light. And so, you can see something. See? But as light goes out, you start looking for light. Food cuts off, you may be eating shitless or whatever, but you got some food. But there ain't no food, then you start go look for food. That same thing, the brain starts looking for information. So, I'm going to cut the information off. You're going to cut the source of it. And soon a lot of attacking this information. And so it's a combination, they're working together. And so when the information is a sealed Bible. And when false Israel goes down, was a cornerstone of that, all of a sudden the light went out. The information went out. Because it was based on false Israel, and they got all that information is built on that. That's the foundation. Foundation goes, the whole thing collapses. But, what does that mean? If they're not choosing Abraham, who is? That wasn't supposed to happen. Preachers said, what would happen? Okay, there's one over there, and the false Israel are gone, and they're gone. They ain't just they're not under defeated, they're gone. What's that mean? Especially churchgoers, what does that mean? Confused. One of America's this got defeated in the Middle East. What does that mean? And they're thrown out. What does that mean? And the economy just collapsed. Totally. The American dream is, what does that mean? What do we do? See? And then you got this bright light. It says, people sitting down, I said, bright light. See? I said, remember. See, you don't look at it all the way. They saw the bright light. They were sitting in darkness. Now we understand that means, but also that means the light went out. It was in the darkness. And then also saw the bright light, the light of the world they was in, went out. Just like that, went out. That's when he takes out all Israel, it takes out the fuel, the lamp goes out, bam. The light goes out. Total darkness. And that bright light is showing. That's the angel. And they're going to soak it up. Because that's they're going to run into it. That's what it meant. We saw Jesus before I ran to him. We said, I'm running to the light. It's dark. Listen, there's light over here. Run to it. They ran to it. You understand? They ran to it. Because that's the only light there was. Like in side of Jonah. See? They ran to it. Enthusiastically. Because now, man, that's like it's really cold, and you're freezing, and then you see a blue fire over there, you're going to run to it. You're going to run as fast as you can, man. I'm freezing my ass off. You understand? That's why I say it like that. People sit in darkness and see the great light, because all of a sudden the light moves out. Suddenly. It says in an instant, overnight. It will happen in the next couple of days and not today. So then, that's the only light there is. And they're going to run to it. enthusiastically. You understand? That's about to happen. Okay? So, because they won't be clean. There's nothing to cling to anymore. So God will lift you up. You cling up. They won't take what you cling to destroy it. So now you're not clean up. So now that's the promise. But we know you're in bad shape because you submit. So that's now once that's what you're clinging to, it's gone. And you still resist. You still resist. This said the man in the Mark resisted. No, he had no resistance whatsoever. He ran. That's what I said. He didn't say he just walked there. He ran to him. Because he had no resistance whatsoever. But there'd be somebody walk and take a slow walk. Well, they're going to catch hell. Because some of our people still in that category. See, they don't know what's about to happen to them. See, that's a form of resistance right there. See, because they're going to still try to cling to something like the world. They can't cling to something. Cling to the demons. Cling to something. See, let's talk about this judgment. The Bible talks about two judgments, this judgment of this world and the judgment that will occur when you get back home. See, what kind of judgment is that? That's the judgment. Because it said, don't you know you be judging angels? I should have put that quote there. People be judging themselves. Okay? So we're not going to be held responsible for what happened over here. We're over here. We're going to be responsible on a certain level, right? Of what happened once this message, because the judgment is going to be specifically pointed, right, to after Elijah came and after Master as Suleiman showed up, right, and if they had any of his information, specifically where the judgment is going to go. There'll be other judgments a little more basic than that, right? Like for instance, even if you heard nothing about Elijah. Let me go back to the point I was making a few minutes ago. Let me say this though. So, but you know about slavery and all that stuff, right? People say, well, why don't you do something about that? I mean, you knew how they treat us, how they treat our women, how they treat our ancestors, our mother and father, what kind of stuff. So why are you so in love with devils? You can answer that question. You didn't care about your people? You want reparations? And you heard nothing about Elijah, you heard nothing about this. I'm saying that's just some basic question you got to answer. But I mean, that's back to your just basic nature. You a liar or what? I mean, you know, these people did everything else and you'd be a friend with them. And that's, you know, that's what people never heard Elijah, never heard it far. Let me get back to the other thing I was saying. I'm going to come back to this. So when I was in the military, now I was reading the Bible. I didn't believe in any God. I didn't get it right, I was saying. And I ain't know about the Nation of Islam. I ain't know about Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, none of that stuff. I was too isolated. Right? And but I was still a Bible reader. And, you know, mystery God, I said, Father, I have a mother, I don't know anything about this world. So maybe at first I threw the Bible away, and then I said, well, let me look at it. Maybe I could use that to give me some, give me some guys, tell me how I should conduct myself, how I should live my life. Because I had nobody to raise me, I had to pretty much raise myself. I'm in there, and I said, I'm gonna just, try to follow the dictates, try to, I stopped eating pork and the things they would tell me, I stopped doing those things. Right? Before I made lies, that kind of stuff. People used to ask me about Muslim when I was in the military. I never knew what they was talking about. I didn't know what a Muslim was. Like I said, I did study. I was studying science, still get there, but I didn't really study religion. But the thing is that I ran across this thing about children of Israel and the Exodus, so I get there, right? I'm smoking reefer like you. I imagine that people say, well, that's what's wrong with you right now, because you still messed up with that reefer. Yeah, well, maybe you got a point there. Maybe I've quit my mind so much I'm just making up stuff. So that's why you just you want to go that direction. I have to admit that. I don't hide stuff. I want people to know we real here. This is real reality. This ain't no Ooh, Farrakhan bullshit. Because you're the God. We're God. And so if you say God's a man, then you gotta see God as he acts. If you look in the mirror, that's what you're looking at. You may be looking at a failed God that needs to get cleaned up, but you're still a God if you're original. And I just thought something else too. He said, let me say, I'm going to lose my tracks. That's what he processes. But he said, Master Muhammad, he's son of man because he said he'll come to his own. No, he's not one of us. He's not from the tribe of Shabazz. Even Daniel tells the tribe of Shabazz living in Africa. He was born in Mecca. He's a Levite. He's not one of us, but he's white and he wasn't rejected. Let me move on. Anyway, so I'm reading stuff and I'm getting high and I'm stupid, right? I think at this time, I was about 19 years old, maybe 20. I'm in Vietnam. I started smoking cigarettes in Vietnam. Everybody else was doing it. I'm not, made no excuses. I tried it, man, feel good. I had nobody, just me and my life. My little sister, she's still back in New Jersey. And, and man, feel good. Say, hey, what's wrong with this? Stupid, right? Anyway, I started reading stuff about the Bible. I was reading the Bible and I started hearing stuff. And I started finding about Black Panther and stuff, little stuff here and there. And I started reading some, and they put some books came out. Drum, Man, do you know whatever? This was a series that Alex Hedlund stole his stuff from because there was Drum, I forget the name of the series, right? Son of Drum, whatever. It's the same story. Somebody came from Africa and and that was before. He came from Bruce anyway, that's another story. I said, hey man, just happened, heck with that. I said, I shouldn't even be in this damn army. So first thing I did was change my name. Oh boy, I caught a lot of flack on that one. And the family, the officer came and told me, hey, I changed it because my name was Lee at the time, Lee, your last name, right? And Vietnam, everybody that was Vietnamese name too, but it was L.E. So the only thing I knew to change to, I ain't nobody Islam like so I just changed to L.E. Oh boy, I'm stupid, right? And on my name tag, and they looked at it and said, your name ain't, where'd you get that from? They told me to change. I said, I ain't changing nothing. You don't refuse an order, you get shot. So they sent me to the colonel. The colonel said, what's your problem? I said, there was a whole pack of cigarettes. Everybody knew how to smoke, right? But that's how you smoke Jerry. You could, Mama Son would take the tobacco out, put ground up marijuana, and I put the whole pack in a day. I mean, I was crazy. They were there. I told them, I said, well, I think I'm a true seed of Abraham. I know about all this stuff, right? I read in the Bible. I said, I think that's talking about black people. And I said, I was stupid. But I ain't never been posed. I ain't never was shy about saying what I thought. I mean, I controlled what I thought, right? But I wasn't ashamed defending myself. And I never had any fear in me. Especially when I learned from the injury, that was even made him more. My father did that because he put so much pressure on me, right? That once he passed, I had no fear of anything. I told them that. They got mad at me, threw my ass in lock, stockade, right? I wasn't change that damn thing. And when they got out, first chance I got, I'm paraphrasing, I'm shortening the story, right? Because there's a lot more details. I took a vacation in Hawaii because they would let you do that, right? Because it was still, right? And I kept going. I would look for Elijah Muhammad. So you know the story, right? And if they'd have caught me, they'd put me in jail. Because I AWOL, answer without leave, from military, from what side they claimed wasn't their war. I didn't give a damn. I said, Elijah, remember I'm always thinking, the Abraham down, brother Elijah. I said, he must exist. That's my idea. I said, I didn't know he existed. I said, this guy, he got to exist. This person, I just got to exist now. I went based on that. I gave everything. You understand? Because that's what For me, if you believe in something, you go for it. I give everything. I put myself in total jeopardy. I mean, at that time, right, I had 4 years in the military. I was paid for, right? I was paying for a Porsche because they had a special program where you could get a Porsche from Germany, right? If you pay so much money, go to the military. Right? I almost had that paid off. I was going to come back to the States hard, man. I was going to be the man. I was going back to New hard. I was going to be the man. Had to go to college, paid for. GI Bill, right? I had 1 more year to go. I took an extra year. 1 more year to go. A Porsche, oh man, I was going to be the man. I was going to have all the ladies. If that's what I was about. But I went back to school, right? And I was still studying. But I was going to be the man. And when I found my lunch, I walked with that stuff like with nothing. I had nothing. I came back and looked for the object, like I said, long story, I found him. Right? And I never looked back. And then I was told that my wife just, I said, and then I worked for the Nation of Islam, and Carter came president. He pardoned everybody that worked with the military during Vietnam. Like it never happened. So I got my VA benefits, got all that. Like it never happened, right? Didn't have looking for me anymore. Because it was a pardon, universal pardon, right? Plus they said, well, you had to do like 2 years of community service. That was a penalty, right? And so I was working for Nation of Islam at the time. So I told God, well, I'm working in Nation of Islam. Is that considered a nonprofit organization? They sent a colonel up there. If you look at it, he drove over from about 50 miles where to come to just look, right? He got up there and they came up to look around. He didn't go in the building. He was scared. His face got red. Right? He was outside the building. He looked around. Looked at the building and everything. I said, yeah, this nonprofit organization. Got the hell out of there. So I just kept on working like I was doing. That was the whole thing. Everything runs perfectly. And I know that when you do the right thing and you put everything all in, it works out for you. After any time, I can tell you all kinds of stories, like even when I went to Guam, that kind of stuff. I was right for you. That's what I did. But I gave all of it. That's why I said the Lamb, he was worthy because he was the only one going to put all in, all of 100%. Gave it all up. I gave my little mini mansion, right? All the stuff I had, all the stuff gone. All my children hate me, everything else. Because this message is my people that's more important. My family is part of it. But the point is, this right? This message is all important. Our people depend, their lives depend on it. And nobody was willing to do it. Make the sacrifice, that's why I call them sacrificial lamb. To make the sacrifices necessary to do this. Nobody's going to do it. So that's why I call it worthy. See? And I gave all in. Now I'm pretty much burnt now, because I've been fighting this message totally long. Said he'd be fighting this mess up. He'd be walking the wine press alone. He said he looked around. It was amazing. He could find no one to help because it's total resistance. From now the adults, from people claiming with this total resistance, and he's been fighting this total resistance for 30-some years. And you see the result of it, because the world's been changing since 1990. We broke the seals. It's no deniable. It's not undeniable. The world has been changing since then. It's been getting worse and worse. America, especially our European countries, getting worse and worse and worse. Now they're at the point of boiling. They're at the point of what's the threshold effect. They have by itself. And should that totally dedicated 100%. And then it resists those people. It said our own people will resist, because that's what I said. It says, I made the Levites had a head of stone, but I make your head like flint stone, because flints don't break stones. Because it said the greatest resistance be from your own people. Greatest resistance. And you here to help them. And they're ready to crucify your ass. And say, he's doing this alone. He's alone making this happen. See? But Master Muhammad is getting ready to pull the plug. This thing's holding you up. That you clinging to. And I got some of the judgment when you get home. They ask you questions. Especially, the Master Muhammad told me this person called a tyrant. Because it says there'll be two groups, one everlasting life and one everlasting shame and punishment. They be given to tyrants. I talk about him a little bit. I don't know who he is, but I don't, But hey, bro, you ever heard about him? Yeah, I heard about the messenger man. I heard about Farrakhan, man, or whatever. I was married. What you married to the devil for? Couldn't find a black woman out there? Right? Did you get come pregnant and then you walked away from him? Did you defend black women? Right? Was you out there fist bumping and nice with devils? Those questions will be asked. See? I don't fear the judgment. See? Because it says, I have a bunch of disciples that are the judges of the judgment. Because the fact that I have the angel proves I'm above this. Because that's the proof of it. That's proof of it. I got the angel mind. And that's what you got to get the angel mind. And they get there and they ask the questions. And so, hey, you didn't defend the women. You don't want to hear this message back then, so why do you want to hear it now? If you had that message and you ain't doing nothing with it, then how many people lost because of lack of knowledge? Oh, wait a minute. What was they lost for? What was it? Wait, would I say it again? Was they lost because they were sinful? Was they lost because they was in a wheelchair, or they got sick, or they got COVID? What was the reason they got lost? Let me say it again. What was the reason they got lost? Because lack of knowledge? Lack of knowledge? And you was given knowledge? So why was it lacking? Why was it lacking it? You got to answer that question. No, they lost. Your blood's in their hands. Their blood's in your hands. You don't want that judgment. I said, Prophet Muhammad, he said, he would be in the judgment. He said he wasn't sure he could make it through. That's what he said in the hadith. So y'all think it's a game, you find it's not a game. Because you got people with blood in their eyes. You have to ask some questions. See? Because once they get the angel mind, right, it ain't gonna be about emotions anymore. Oh, you my brother, or you my sister, or you my baby. No, it ain't gonna be about that anymore. It's mathematics that you be dealing with. Mathematics. You understand? That you be dealing with. You had to ask some questions. And when sisters find out, man, you was one of those beating on the sisters and didn't care about them. Right? They don't have nothing to do with that everlasting shared apartment. They don't have anything to do with you. So now you become a monk. Because everybody going to know your history. And you're not going to be able to lie. Because everybody going to be able to tune in at that time. You're not going to be able to lie. I mean, I can tell you a lot about that. It says Son of Man said he would take and visit all the people that made you. They come in, he'd come and visit like you. Yes, you come in and visit. He said he'd come in and visit and talk and eat with you. So imagine, you was one of those clowns. Like say Daniel, that line, stupid Daniel, right? Say he slipped through somehow. So he's over there, and 2, 3, or 4 years into being home, right? Then he get a visit from the Son of Man. Hey, how you doing, bro? Hey. And then all of a sudden, he reads his mind. Oh, that's who you was? What you think will happen to him? Because he ain't gonna be alive. Oh. Nobody's gonna be able to slip through, brothers and sisters. That's the judgment we're gonna have amongst ourselves. It's not a game. Okay, I think that's been in my commentary. I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about here. Oh, but I was saying, about the balance, right? How you manage your energy. Look in the mirror. And that's the result of how you manage your energy. If you're not injured, of course, that's energy mismanagement. Okay? You come to me, oh, well, no. Because what else you know in your day? You put 100% of your day in studying energy? You do that? What else you doing? Well, that's what you was clinging to. You want to clean the angel. I put 100% in the angel. Say, well, yeah, you got to work, you got to put food on the table, you got to do those things. Right? Bare minimum. Right? My wife, she's doing well. I make sure she's comfortable and everything else. But we used to have many men, that kind of stuff. We have what we need because she understands what I'm doing. I make sure she don't suffer as a result of it. Okay? So that means I will work much harder, get 100%, and take care of her. I do all the cooking with her. On the weekend she will come down right, and I make sure she's comfortable. Okay? We still got to eat. We still got to take care of responsibility. But the point is so if I got that means I got to put 120% in. I got 20% of my time for that. I got to put 120% in. I'm working harder because I got to put 100% to get this information out. Right? If I had to put 100%, I wouldn't have broken those seals. That's the proof. I said, you say you believe and not be tried. That's the proof. So that's the proof. That's your proof will be because when I see that you unlocking those verses, I know that you've arrived. If you haven't done it, you haven't arrived. You're still with the devil. You're still with the devil mind. Okay, let's move on, brothers and sisters. I'm going to close it out. I talk about a lot of things here, so let me go. I want to talk one more thing.
The fall of Babylon predicted. Come down, and sit in the dust. O virgin daughter, the fall of
I'm going to play this, brothers and sisters.
Babylon predicted.
And then I'm going to show, and then I'm going to go ahead and, here we go.
The fall of Babylon predicted. Come down, and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldean, American Caucasians, for you will no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones, and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, thy shame shall be seen, I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man, I will not spare anyone. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent, and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Queen of Kingdoms. I was angry with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into your hand, you showed them no mercy, upon the old, aged, have you very heavily laid your yoke. And thou said, I shall be a queen forever, so that thou did not lay these things to thy heart, neither did you remember the eventual consequence of it. Therefore hear now this, you are given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children, but these two things shall come to you in a moment in one day, the loss of children, and widowhood, they shall come upon you in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For you have trusted in your wickedness, you have said, none sees me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and you have said in your heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon you, you will not know from whence it rise, and mischief shall fall upon you, you will not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon you suddenly, which you will not know. Stand now with your enchantments, and with the multitude of your sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up, and save thee from these things that shall come upon you. Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame, there shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants, from thy youth, they shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee. The fall of Babylon predicted. Come down, and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldean, American Caucasians, For you will no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones, and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man, I will not spare anyone. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent, and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Queen of Kingdoms. I was angry with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into your hand. You showed them no mercy. Upon the old, aged, have you very heavily laid your yoke. And thou said, I shall be a queen forever, so that thou did not lay these things to thy heart, neither did you remember the eventual consequence of it. Therefore hear now this, you are given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children, but these two things shall come to you in a moment, in one day, the loss of children, and widowhood. They shall come upon you in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For you have trusted in your wickedness, you have said, none sees me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and you have said in your heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon you, you will not know from whence it rise, and mischief shall fall upon you, you will not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon you suddenly, which you will not know. Stand now with your enchantments, and with the multitude of you sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up, and save thee from these things that shall come upon you. Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame, there shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants, from thy youth, they shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee.
I don't know if you understand that, brothers and sisters. It says it's coming suddenly, destruction. There'd be nothing to heat them, no cold, no what. That means the economy is collapsed. Okay? Cannibals. And it talks about their nakedness be exposed. See, some of our people, they blinded by the devil. Oh, they all right now. No, they're not all right. They're all right now. See? And so they can be exposed. They can show what they really are. Like I said, a lion, when he's eating, you can walk around him if he's not hungry. As long as you don't mess with him, he's not going to mess with you. But once he's hungry, the devils, they're going to be hungry in a minute. See? Because they came out of Europe with nothing. They took from everybody. They took us and everything else. That's how they got rich, by stealing. So nothing they have owned. And in fact, they couldn't even give you reparations they want to. They gave it to you, but it's not their money. This land is not theirs. The wealth and everything here is not theirs. See? All this is not theirs. See? And their own children are not theirs. Because they come result of stolen energy. That's another story altogether. See? Total destruction, the consequence. They've been dammed up for 5 years. Come all of a sudden, all that. See, they're able to dam up consequence. You can't stop consequence. You can slow it. You can dam it up. See, they damn the consequence with us. Because if somebody hits you and you don't act, that means And you are the consequence. That means you're storing the consequence up. You were told Smith, we just accepted, just took what they gave us 20 years. But it says now, we're going to give it back to them, double. Because that's how it says it's going to get you. It says, giving them as done to you. So it means, we're the consequence. Oh, you understand these things, brothers and sisters. The only way that could be, you had to be the God to be the consequence. Anyway, I'm not going to get into this, brothers and sisters. These are the seals. I'm going to get into something else here. Let me close out, brothers and sisters. Let's go over here. And because I want to talk about all these things here again and again, because so much of it, because right now the future's here. The future's here. You're caught with the future. The future's now, brothers and sisters. The future's now. 30 years ago, the future, but the future's now. Now I'm going to talk about these different things. Now they mentioned abomination desolation several places. I mentioned most of the places they put it, but I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to talk about the main three ones, right? Now, when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, recognize Jerusalem's desolation means Jerusalem's going to be destroyed. So what does that mean? Who's Jerusalem? That's false Israel. They control Jerusalem. Right? That means their destruction. But that's not supposed to happen. Now, if they're true to Abraham, they can't be destroyed once they return home. But it tells you right here. We see Jerusalem, and it says, you should flee, flee, flee. And talking about those pregnant. See? It says great distress. So it tells you, when this happens, that's when the tribulation is going to be going on. Great distress upon this land. See? And talking about those pregnant, that means when they get out, and so talking about America specifically, right? The distress upon the land. It tells you who lands. Well, those women who are pregnant, those who are nursing babies, will they be great? That means to them. It's my American Britain, if you understand. That's what the stress is going to be on. If you read this, if you can read, it says wrath upon them. But wrath upon this great stress upon America and wrath upon America. The ones that are pregnant, not the ones that are babies, the ones that are pregnant. America's pregnant with us. With our nation. Our nation is about to be born. If the nation is about to be born, that means it has to be a part of a pregnancy. To be born. You can't put these things together, brothers and sisters. If a nation is about to be born, to be born in a day, that means it has to be part of a pregnancy. And that's what's telling you right there. So, and the pregnant one is the one that's going to catch the hell, the stress, in the process of giving birth. The woman catch hell in the process of giving birth. And wrath upon them. Okay, keep that in mind now. It's Jerusalem where it's going to take place. Because it says, when you see this, flee, flee, flee. Now keep that in mind. So they say, and wherever you see abomination desolation, spoke by Daniel, it's talking about, right, flee, flee, flee. See? So it's talking about the same thing. So it's called the place of Jerusalem, right? See, so you see abomination, that's just Jerusalem. That's the abomination desolation. See, it tells you the place and it tells you the type of people. That's false Israel, but they're the abomination of desolation. They're abomination. It says, stand in the holy place. They standing. When you see abomination standing in the holy place, who's standing in Jerusalem? That means they're the abomination. It said, when you see the abomination of desolation standing in the holy place, it means the people. They're standing there. It ain't no gorillas and elephants. They're the abomination of desolation. See? Flee, all that stuff is right there. The prayer on the Sabbath, right? And there be great tribulation, such as, for that's when tribulation will start. Right? That's when tribulation will start right there with the great tribulation. That tells you the starting point of it. Right? When that happens. The place and who is. Who's Jerusalem? They're the abomination of desolation. And they're about to be destroyed. And they're standing in a holy place. Holy place where? Jerusalem. They shouldn't be there. Let's look at another one. If you see abomination desolation spoke by time, stand in a place would not be. What's the same? Wait a minute. Is it the same one? Maybe it is. Okay, it's a different one. So what's the difference here? Okay, well, it says, again, shouldn't be like there, shouldn't be there. Remember, this is Arab land, so why the Jews are there? See? Well, those who have a child, it gives out again, right? The ones are pregnant. And pray your flight not be in the winter. Okay, let's see what it says here. Okay, it doesn't mention where which place going to be. I think this one does, though. Let's go back to the next one. Okay. No, okay. May not be the winter or the Sabbath. The winter Sabbath here is the seventh month, September, from March, which is the first month. Right, okay. Remember those three. Okay, here's the other one. We should abomination desolate spoke by Daniel the prophet, standing where or not be. It was the same thing again. Oh, no, that's okay, that's what I was just talking about. And pray your flight only in winter. It was about some September or the Sabbath. Because the winter, the first day of winter is December 21st. So it's proportional. I'm not going to details, but it's pointing you that's going to happen very close to that. Because why? How do you know that? Because it says flee. Pray. Your flee will not be. So if we already passed the Sabbath anyway. So in other words, if you flee before, right? See, that's what I'm saying. If you leave before December 21st, you don't have to flee. You just leave. But if you leave on that day or the winter, I would say, pray your flight will not be in the winter, right? Because that's what's happening here. Because you're gonna be fleeing. Because at that point you're gonna be fleeing under terror. You're gonna be fleeing in terror if you flee in the winter or really close to it, like the day before. See, because it says you can't. You go because in this case right here means you can't go back. It means it's gonna be that. That's why I said pray doesn't be in the Sabbath or the winter. If it is, then you're gonna have to your flight. See, you'll be in trouble. Okay, and then to get 72 weeks from Zion, I'm not gonna get this information about this right here. And the winged abomination shall be one who makes desolate, and on the wings of abomination shall be one who makes desolate. You see? So when you understand the wings, that's talking about American Britain. When the wings down about wings, one of their wings will be the one that makes desolate. Somebody's making desolate. When wings abominations, right? Someone makes desolate. And is poured out on the which is determined is poured out even unto the consumption which is determined is poured out on the desolate, those that's been desolated. Okay, I'm gonna give a little on this process. Like I said, this Daniel prophecy is very difficult. This 11, 12, because it said Daniel didn't understand himself. So he said, wait, why would Daniel have this? Because he didn't understand himself. He had a problem with himself. Because these are very difficult prophecies these days, these numbers. It took me a long time to study these numbers. And you have to know certain things, understand certain things, and a lot of it you won't understand until you get closer to time, because the things they speak about is not any reference in Daniel. You can go back to it and see what they're talking about. So the references is the time frame, and then in the time frame you recognize because of the numbers we're talking about. You can't. The reference would be the time itself, the time of the event. And so it says. Now listen here. It says, from the time that the daily sacrifice was taken away. What is that daily sacrifice? An abomination that maketh desolate set up, be 1,209 days, right? Which turns out to be 43 months, or 43 years, right? And And the abomination that makes this be and different and blessed he that waiteth coming to the 1,135 days, which is 44.5 years. So we know the abomination desolation, right? Okay, that takes place in 2023, right? I put 9 there for that should be there. It should be there, because well, I'll leave it. I'm just getting a better general idea. So that means the 43 will put you back in 1980. 1980 is when Iran finally got rid of Shah. 79 they went into, right, 98 was finished. So 43 years from that will put you at 2023. So the 9 I should have took that away from here. So in that period of time, right? So it says, and from a time of still cipher taken away, and abomination, and when the desolation set up, right? Abomination took place in 23 in October. So I'm not sure that 9 got down. I must have mistyped or something. Okay. So why did it say it? Blessed he to come to 4? That's a year and a half later. Year and a half later. So 2023 with abomination said that was action, right? And I should really, I think I know what happened here, because the abomination desolation didn't actually go place in October. It happened more like late October or maybe November, right? Because desolation, that's probably when they attacked Gaza. So they attacked Gaza October 7th, that's when Gaza went after them. So you see the range in there, right? So say it's, maybe I should just fix that right now, because I don't want to come back at me. Give me hold on a second, boss. Here. Let's take that off. Let's take it off. Much, right there. Okay. Yeah, to take this off. Okay. Make sure I got the right one here. Yeah. Okay. Here. That'll put you at 43 years from that, put you at 2220, which would be the year that abomination and desolation started. Right? So we know it'd be somewhere between October and November when they start retaliating. That's an abomination. When the desolation would take place, the abomination is false Israel. The desolation started taking place, right? They attack false Israel. They attack Gaza, right? Somewhere between September and October. So then they tell you, well, a year and a half later, it says, blessed he who waits and coming to 1,000, 3,000, a year and a half later. Well, if you go by that, say you go by October, say by November. Then November to December, January, February, March, April. That puts you at April, somewhere between March and April of 2024, next year. So why is that? Okay. Now remember, once the desolation starts, that's when tribulation starts. Right? Now we know tribulation, we know from the locust war, that's the last 5 months. So tribulation lasts anywhere between 5 months to a year. I never defined it, I said 7 months, 5 months to a year. Keep that in mind. Right? Between 5 months to a year. So what we got here? If we go with October or November, December, January, February, March, April. Right? So that would be about 5 months. October, November, December, January, February, March. Between March and April, it's almost 5 months. That's what it's saying here. So it's saying, blessed is he, because after abomination, what's going on? A year and a half later, right? It says, it was a blessing. So, the deliverance will be after tribulation's over. They're delivered out of it. You understand? But remember, let me show you, keep that in mind, because I'm going to show you something else here. Right? Keep that in mind. I don't know if I put it in the right place here, right? Here it is. Unless those days were shortened, no flesh here. For there will be great tribulation. That's tribulation. Such has not been since the beginning of the world until this time, no ever shall be. And unless those days were shortened. So it's telling you the tribulation will last until somewhere between March and April next year. And then you return home finally. So it's saying, that's why I read it. Understand? Pay attention now. There'll be great tribulation. That's a tribulation. Right? That's when it's light. When the winter or Sabbath. Right? That's when the tribulation starts. Right? Let me back up here. Yeah. That's when tribulation starts. Right? Which any day now. Right? Make sure I'm saying that right now. So say tribulation starts. Say okay, I did. I'm getting ahead of myself here. If tribulation starts now, this week, well, anyway, the rest of this month, right? Then you got January, February, March, April, May. Actually, you got to May. But they're saying, right, it's only going to somewhere between March and April. Right? So that means it's shortened. It'll be shortened, March and April. Because tribulation started right now. You got January, February, March, April, May. Right? So they're saying, if you get to 44, a year and a half, right? That puts you somewhere between March and April. So it'll be shortened. Tribulation be shortened to maybe 4 months. That's what I'm reading it. It said, bless those come to, that's what it's saying here. Okay. But it said the tribulation, talking about tribulation, it says it. How long tribulation lasts? I never told you how long that. I told you it's happened somewhere between 5 months and a year. But it said it'd be shortened. That's what be shortened. No flesh will be left alive. Right? Because they're trying to get rid of you. Okay, that's that it. 70 weeks. Okay, I'm not going like this here. This is more difficult, but since I'm still working on it. Right? Again, here it is again. For those days there will be tribulation such as never been since the beginning of creation, when God created until this time, no shall be. This Lord, shorten those days, no flesh will be saved. Okay? For the sake of elect will be saved. By this desolation, so we're not being in winter again. And then here's the three main ones, right? Well, you said about Jerusalem, that's the place, right? Abomination, desolation, right? That's the people, Wait a minute, hold it. We see the abomination desolation spoken of by Daniel standing in a place. Okay, yeah. Same thing. See? Speaking what and what they're doing. Okay? And so one of them says it's like winter. One says about Sabbath, between winter and Sabbath. This don't mention either one of it. It says wrath upon these people. And tell you who's going to be the ones that's pregnant. And America's pregnant with us. Same as it, brothers and sisters. You see, oh, there it is. Standing where not standing where it not shouldn't be. It's Spanish translation, right? And this is them, and this is what they're doing. And this is the place. Okay, brothers and sisters, I think we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. I don't think we're going to anything else here. But let me say one more thing here. It says, there be silence. Everybody's up in the road about Syria. No, I explained this before. I said, do take down where I really did detailed explanation on YouTube, down that platform. I do have the back copies. You understand? But I really have that because it has a time step on it. But I explained about those seals. And I said the fifth seal, right, it's talking about the witnesses, Syria and Iran. It says Iran's already been attacked and Syria's about to be attacked. It says I'm not going to action until Syria has been taken down. I explained that. See? So after Syria's taken down, then Iran's going to action with Mascot Muhammad. He's going to be leading it. It says Michael is angels. That's who Michael is. Ask Barak who Michael is. He couldn't tell you. So it says, when you look at this, it says they were prepared for year, day, month, and hour. Who? That's it, 4 trumpets. It's 7 trumpets. Right? So when I say year, month, right? And an hour. But when you do it like that there, right, that means, right, if you can see this, or you can't send me away. I will never get this right. Okay, there you go. And let me move this up a little bit so, yeah, there you go, so easy to be seen. There you go. So this represents the hour, this day, the bottom one of each one of these. That's where it said, right? So, and if this, each one is this hour, and this half an hour, this half an hour, together makes an hour. So that's what half an hour represents Syria. That's another way of looking at it. It says, we won't do it until the half an hour is the time while they're attacking Syria. And 95 took that here, Syria, that means hell about to break loose any minute now. Hell about to break loose any minute now, brothers and sisters. Your world's going to change. Here it is, half an hour. See, there are 2 witnesses. But see, let me back up and let me say, and that's what I meant to say. If it goes out. See, they're here, the Fleet of Nations, JCPOA. They're down here. That's where the hour is. But they start moving up. See? Okay, they're still here. They're Fleet of Nations. Right? So half an hour, the Fleet of Nations, JCPOA. But now they're moving up, so now it's getting resistance between Iran and the conflict they have. They've done last, and they're about to go, all out war. But they're not on this level anymore. That means half an hour's up. That means it, right? Read about how they're rising up, they're standing up on their feet and everything. That means they're not on the Fleet of Nations anymore. So now they're in conflict in America, and they're about to go to war. So the half hour's up. See, they're not down in that section anymore. We understand, brothers and sisters. Farrakhan sitting in Elijah's seat. Okay. Oh, he's the God, he's Jesus, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. We got your number. To economic collapse. And four winds blow. And singles resurrection. It is resurrection. And then we separate demons out. Go, brother, sisters, I'm gonna let it go here. Finally, right. It said they wouldn't get a spirit until Suleiman came and sent a great light. Right? Because they get an angel. They can't give him a spirit. And he has a spirit to give it to them. They have no spirit. And the spirit represents, say, baptize you with fire. Get the angel mind, now you have spirit. And I got a wicked spirit. Remember, the sealed Bible, that had to be uploaded. The Western's app, so that they, see, America and Britain was the first one to break away from the church. Britain was. They broke away from the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church was teaching forgiveness, atonement, all that stuff. What I was talking about, right? That's what the Catholic Church was teaching. You weren't conscious. You wasn't liable for anything. You wasn't liable for anything. All you had to do was pray for Jesus. He's under, what they call it, so you're under grace. So you confess to the priest and be Hail Marys, whatever. So you had no discipline. And so Britain first broke away from the church. Consequently, right? And they started, right? Discipline make them powerful. Because they have the energy. The energy times discipline equals power. And they would fail in discipline. But Jews, right? Not the Jews, but American Britain. Right? And, they kept discipline, the old sealed Bible. They accepted, the rest of them rejected. See? Because they said, oh, well, there's one of this New Testament, whatever. You had to upload that. And those that did it became world powers. Britain and America became world powers. Because they took that mind. They took sealed by mind. There was Adam, took sealed by mind. Now the other stuff, the people was talking, and they became invincible for like 5 years. And they was invincible over China, all these old empires. There was because they had the right mind. They had Buddhism, they had Hinduism, all that kind of stuff. They had a bad mind. They had the right mind, and so therefore, for the time, so they exceeded everyone else. But now, angel mind is on the scene. That's the mind for the new time coming in. We're going to stand up, brothers and sisters. I know there's quite a bit, bro, so I'm not going over it again. There were previous videos. pregnant. America pregnant with us. Grasp upon America, not upon us. We do them as they did to us. See any great army. Imam Rahim here. Mention the covenant, breaker 7 seals. Out, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum.